Okay. What I need to say right now absolutely needs to be said. I'm going to just put this out there. It is right around 4 p.m. on Wednesday, August 9th. I've been lying on this bed for the last hour, sending emails, making phone calls, receiving phone calls, and sending in applications. I have to pay my own rent out of pocket, and I have a lot of calling, emailing, document sending to do every day, not just for, 30 minutes, but for a few hours. I had a phone meeting scheduled for 2 o'clock today that needed to be rescheduled, on and on. Every single time I try to do anything with my phone that could bring me some kind of income or success in any way, like success against this legal case that the landlord has against me, for instance, when I send emails about that or try to send documents or documentation about that, somebody who monitors everything I do on my phone remotely disables my phone or tries to interfere somehow with my ability to send or receive emails and send and receive phone calls or send and receive document attachments. I have literally over a dozen emails sitting in my email outbox for both of my accounts with documents attached that for some reason were never sent. It says sending failed on like 12 emails. All of those emails pertain to the legal case against the landlord right now. So the landlord is, and I have said this in multiple videos, are utilizing the services of a cyber criminal who is also the same cyber criminal and sex offender, registered sex offender, homicidal psychopath, and career criminal named J.Irrizarys that they've been using to harass me and to try to force me to move out for the last 8.5 years. Greenville Group is using the services of a career criminal to engage in harassment and interference with my personal activities, my business communications, my employment. Just now, I received a phone call from a potential, let's say, employer who had changed their mind all of a sudden about a opportunity they were going to enroll me in. And as soon as I got on the phone with this person and they were all like sort of cagey and they're like, "Oh, sorry, we kind of made a mistake. We're gonna like change that offer, blah blah blah." All of a sudden, the psychopath named J.Irrizarys, who has been using a remote tasering device physically on me for the last 2 years, always when I'm in this unit, and usually when I'm in the middle of engaging in constructive and productive activities that require focus and energy. So in other words, I'm not lying here already sick. I'm actually doing stuff that requires physical health. And she starts using this remote tasering device on me. She just now started remote tasering me nonstop. I've been sitting on this bed again for over an hour and have not been any kind of zapped whatsoever. There's no electronic equipment around here that could possibly zap me in any way. But because the device that she is using is an electronic assault device, the zapping occurs independently of anything that I might or might not have around this bed in terms of electronic equipment that could possibly be the cause of the zapping. So again, like 8 minutes ago, I got off the phone with this recruiting specialist who changed their offer towards me and, kind of reneged on their offer. And as soon as that happened, as soon as I spoke with this person on the phone, the psychopath named J.Irrizarys, who also appears to be some kind of a career criminal, cyber criminal, eavesdropper. She uses surveillance devices to basically just engage in harassment on a moment-by-moment basis based on what I do in the privacy of this apartment. She's working for the Greenville Group. That is very obvious. And the fact that the property manager has praised her repeatedly over the last 8 years, every time I've basically brought up a complaint about her to him, his name is Oleg Eliseyev, he has basically praised her abilities to, quote, hack into anything. And he keeps saying that she's amazing at what she does. She can hack into anything. She's really good at getting into things, right? Those are all his quotes. Those are all things that he has bragged to me about her abilities. This is not my imagination. And again, just now, as soon as I got off the phone with this recruiting specialist who seems to have changed his mind about an offer, the psychotic cyber criminal slash eavesdropper and surveillance expert and sex offender named J.Irrizarys started once again resuming her use of some type of remote capacity electronic assault device. And now, while I'm lying here on this bed, she is literally repeatedly zapping me. And it's extremely painful and uncomfortable. And it is basically the equivalent of sticking your finger in an electric socket. You know, like when you're trying to plug something in, like a light, and your fingers accidentally get into the plug and you get zapped. That's what this feels like. And it's happening every 30 seconds. So she's using a remote capacity electronic assault device to physically assault me right now while I'm lying on my bed, because she was just able to hear or have knowledge of the phone call I just received, where an offer of employment opportunity that was made to me earlier today was reneged on. So apparently she had something to do with that too. And that's what she's probably trying to let me know. She's doing this to send a message. The remote tasering is never sort of random and willy-nilly. There's always a very specific cause and effect between something that I am doing and her tasering, her repeated tasering that goes on for hours at a time. This is physical assault. So now, once again, I'm going to have to call the management, and this has to be reported. I mean, this is just unbelievable. And it's not unbelievable on my part. It's unbelievable on the part of the psychotic career criminal who keeps engaging in this activity based on the things that I do and say in the privacy of this unit.